All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a channel update. This is more not like a channel update, but something came up when I was doing a new series. So, so, Ark Ascended released Scorched Earth, and I decided to try it out. I've never played on any other map besides the island on Survival Evolved because it was so close to release of Ascended. I just wanted to put it on hold and not try any other maps. So they did the Scorched Earth release. I tried it out, didn't care for it. It's not that I didn't. It's I died a lot, but that's not why I didn't like it. I didn't like it because of the aesthetics. I don't want endless desert. It's basically what it is. It's an endless desert, storms pretty much all the time, and stuff like that. I died like 6, 7 times. I'm going to release the video, but it's just not the map I want to play. So, but I was still in the mood to play some Ascended again. So I started working on a little series for the island again. And I ran into a problem, and that is the dino spawns. It is something that's happened since our last series that I can't find certain things. I knew about the penguins. If you don't know the game, in Ark Survival Ascended, what you do is you go around, collect dinosaurs, build a base, defeat the bosses of the game if you wish to, and ascend. Basically, is your thing. And I was going to I got an idea in my head of building a nice base and everything, and I was collecting dinosaurs for resource gathering. There are multiple dinosaurs that help you resource gather stone, metals, things like that. I was going around and looking for what is known as a Doedicurus. If you don't know dinosaurs, it's a little ball thing that has a spike on its tail, and when you swing it at the stone, it gives you more stone. On top of it, also has a reduced carry weight for stone, and also you can use what is known as an Argentavis to carry that dinosaur around and have it get to various stone deposits, or even hold it while it resource harvests for you automatically. So I was looking for one of these Doedicurus, and I just could not find one. Now there is another deal in the game. Like I said, there are penguins. They're called Karaku or something like that. I just call them penguins because that's basically what they are. You harvest those guys for organic polymer, and you need organic polymer to make the higher tier, well, the mid tier stuff even, like guns and things like that. It's some type of polymer. There's a polymer you can just make to be polymer, or you could go and harvest it from these penguins. It's called organic polymer. And there's others. There's a tame you can get that'll harvest more the from the penguins. And since Ascended has come out, there's always been an issue with the penguin spawns. They don't spawn where they normally spawn. They're supposed to spawn out on these icebergs, and none ever spawns out there anymore. So you're really limited on getting the penguins. And I knew that, so I wasn't worried about that. What my worry was finding this Doedicurus, because this is actually supposed to be a pretty common spawn, especially up in the mountains where there's a lot of stone, a lot of metal to farm, and I just could not find one. So I started using commands and things to find out what was going on. There's a command in the game that's called cheat list dinos, and it will list all the dinos that you've seen in the last little while, or also in your area, an area around you, and three. I think at one point I had it say there was like four in the world, but mostly it was three. And that was me flying all over the map. Um, the way dino spawns work, if you get out of render distance, they go into what is known as stasis, which means they just stay there. They don't do anything. They're just there. They're marked in the memory of the game that this is here, but it doesn't do anything because you're out of render distance. It doesn't want to. You don't want to use all your resources rendering stuff that's really far distance. So it's in stasis which means it doesn't do anything. And after being in stasis, I don't know the exact timing, but I think like 10 minutes or more, it just despawns and it's no longer in the list. So I was saying, okay. Now, eventually I did find one, but I was still shocked at how bad it was to find this dino. Because, like I said, it's pretty freaking common, especially back when Ark Survival Evolved, which is the first one. There is Ark Survival Evolved, and then the basically remastered engine upgrade, Ark Survival Ascended, that's got higher tier graphics and stuff like that. And you could find these dinos no problem on Evolved in single player, even. And I was having a real problem finding these things in Ascended. I said, this is strange. Why is this like this? And then I started reading up, and apparently there is a massive, massive difference between servers and single players, dino spawns, like way massive. And I decided to look into this. So what I did, you can only rent for Ark Survival Ascended. You can only rent servers from Nitrado. It's some kind of agreement they have with Nitrado. Nitrado gave them money to release Ascended, to help them release Ascended, and it's a whole thing, and a lot of people are upset about it. But still, you can only rent servers from Nitrado for Ascended. So I went and rented a server, looked at it, 3 days for $5. I think as it was 478, and it's also in euros, not in dollars, because Nitrado is a European company, so it's in euros. So about $5 for me to rent a 3-day server. I said, okay, I'll pay $5 to find out. It's a massive difference. I mean, you cannot imagine how massive the difference is. So I recorded a little series on. I recorded a 2-part deal on this. I actually it was 2 hours, and I also before I even recorded this 2-part deal, I kind of basically did what is a TLDR on it. Where I just ranted my ass off about this in like a short. What is this? How long is this little TLDR? Let me check real quick. Um, Let me bring this up so I can see. It's 14 minutes. It's a 14-minute TLDR. It's not really a TLDR, but still, it's so different in the way it is. So if you want spawns, you have to rent a server, basically. If you want to actually have a spawns, I'm going to other mess with other things. There is a way to increase the dino count in game. It's a dino count multiplier, and I'm going to start messing with that. There's also a thing where you can turn off stasis, but that's really not recommended because it's really intensive. I do have a beefy system, so I'm going to at least try it out to see what happens. And I just want to see if I can get it anywhere near what the spawns are supposed to be to see what happens. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do in the future. But for now, I have these 2 parts going up. The first part is about the non-dedicated single player area, spawns and stuff. And the second one is all about showing the server spawns and letting you compare the two. I was really put off by this finding and things like that, because you basically have to pay for 3 days, $5 extra if you want to play with proper spawns. And that's it. It's proper spawns, because you can't find shit in single player hardly. It's so bad compared to the servers. And then if you want a 30-day server, you pay $20, 2170 or something like that is what it translates the euros to for dollars. It's like 2170. So now if I want to really, really make a series on Survival Ascended, I have to decide, do I want to pay 21 extra dollars for a proper spawns, or do I want to gimp myself? And I have to decide, do I want to pay for that? and I'm not really sure if I want to pay just for that. It's a shitty thing that they did to the game. I mean, they I know they dumbed down the spawns because of all the intense graphics that are now available in the new version and everything like that. But it's way too much. Just look at the videos yourself. I just can't believe how bad it is. Let's go back to the penguins. You know the penguins I was talking about, how they're supposed to spawn on the icebergs, especially in Survival Evolved, they did. In Ascended, they don't. But if you play on a server, they do. If you have to play on a server, and they'll spawn out on the icebergs. So there's something really wrong with this company that does something like this. I feel it's just a bad thing. It's just bad. So I'm going to stop here. It's been 11 minutes already, so I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to let the videos speak for themselves. I also wanted to release these videos to make sure that you all are informed as well, and stuff like that. Really quickly, I did want to, at the end here, you can probably skip this part. I'm going to talk about my deals here. What? That's weird. Okay. So I have now over 200 subscribers, 212 subscribers. Thank you everybody for subscribing and things like that. If you like the videos, like the videos, because that does put me in the algorithm for people to find me out on the recommended list and searching and things. So, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. But thank you for all my subscribers, 212 of you. I can't believe I cracked 200 finally. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.